guys, so many of you have been asking me how my Project Life album is going and if I am still Project Lifing. I am. And I thought I would do a bit of an updated video for you because so many people have asked. I'm going to show you it in just a minute, but I just thought I would kind of talk you through. Basically, I'm not going to do a full flip through of the album. This video is going to be exactly like the last one. I will show you some full page spreads that I really like, and then also some of the photos or maybe some of the Project Life cards that I really like. So yeah, it's not going to be a full flip through, which I can't really say very well, purely because there are some photos that are private that I wouldn't want to share. You know, some life events maybe that are private, and also, you know, friends and family who don't want their photos out there on the internet. Those that don't mind, I will show you, and those that do mind, I won't. So I just wanted to quickly say that. Everything else I will talk through as I do the flip through, so as not to keep you too long. Here we go. We're just on my bed here because it's too big an album for me to put on my desk and do a bird's eye view of it because it doesn't fit in. The album that I'm using is still the same. This is the Heidi Swap 12x12, and this album I started for January 2015, and I'm still using the same album. I have loads of pages in it. I don't do a weekly spread. I just do sort of as and when. Okay, so as I said, I'll just sort of take you through some of the elements that I like, or just talk to you a bit more about my album. So this here is a spread about the girls, about the bunnies, just some of the photos that I liked. And I took a photo of them all at the same time, so they've all got this like orange rug in the photos. I didn't have enough to do the whole spread, so what I've done is that's not quite big, small enough. It's a bit big, so it doesn't go in. I need to slice that down a little bit. So I've literally just put some placer cards in there for now, and maybe when I take some more photos, I might kind of go back and put some in. But yeah, so that's kind of all like that. But what I wanted to show you is I try and coordinate the photos so they're all kind of got the same colour scheme, and then I try and use some placement cards that kind of coordinate with the colour scheme that I've used. So I try and do a bit of a mix. I don't do a weekly spread, as I've said, like some people do, like a whole week. I tend to put in here, I tend to do holidays, and I do days out, and I try and do some kind of like around here type posts. And I just like this spread. It's kind of not too busy, not too much going on the page. It's quite calming for me, and I like that. Just some photos of John and I, and just kind of like some, you know, just sort of some chilled out to kind of reflect some of that. I still want to go back through and work on some more of my pages, because like my photos are corner rounded on the 6x4s predominantly, but these ones aren't. So I'm a little bit OCD with my Project Life. So like here you can see that the card behind, so this photo has been corner rounded, but the card behind it has not. So yeah, as I said, I'm a little bit OCD, so I want to go back through, and I'm slowly working on that. I keep my Project Life album downstairs in the front room, and I just kind of chip away at it a little bit at a time. So I need to go back through. So what I do is I'll just corner around like all these square and just kind of make it, you know, just tidy it up a little bit more. And I'll probably put some journaling on this placer card here. My pages, I keep my pages fairly simple. I don't overly embellish them, just because It's quite time consuming, and I do love to journal and art journal and all that kind of stuff, as well as project life. And I also have to admit, I like the pages being flat so that I can get more in my album and it's not so bulky. I absolutely love this. I do have a double page spread of this, but I do have some other photos on the other page. I'm just covering up my friend's daughter's face. We took her pumpkin picking. She was 18 months old, and yeah, her mum is my best friend. She's my goddaughter, and we went pumpkin picking, and I love how this this spread looks. I love that actually that most of the photos that she's not showing her face, apart from this one. She was trying to pick up one of the large pumpkins. I love that because it was just, she was having such fun. There's Uncle John. She was having such fun just kind of tootling around, and it was really nice to capture her fun. Like, I mean, look at her pointing at the pumpkin. It's just so cute. Absolutely love her just kind of having fun. Got some absolutely, I love the photos. And I really enjoy using square photos, and like that's a square one that I've printed out quite much larger on, and then just kind of put it on a 6x4 card. This is the Project Life Halloween set. Please don't ask me too much about the cards because I use a mix of cards. Most of the cards are from ones that I sell in my shop, but I can't always remember which collection they're from, so I absolutely love that photo of John. Emily wanted Uncle John to put the pumpkin on his head, so he did. This is quite fun. Your project life doesn't always have to be about your faces. This was a trip from that we took to London, and we went to Greenwich because we went to the planetarium, which we love. But this time we also went to the Meridian line, so we got actual physical photos of us standing either side of the Meridian line, which was really cool. And then we did our feet together standing either side of the Meridian line. And yeah, photos don't always have to be your face. I think sometimes it's really nice to capture your elements like that, which is really fun to do. This double page spread is kind of got a mix of elements from a seaside trip we went to, and it was kind of like a happy accident. Like, these were the backs of cards that are on the other side, and they kind of, I just sort of thought that they kind of worked together, so I left them. And I wouldn't necessarily have chosen those together, but I think they kind of worked, so I left them. Do need to corner around my edges though. I did contemplate waiting to do this video until I had done that, but then I thought, you know, this video will just I'll never get this video done and out there if I wait until all my edges are corner rounded, because, you know, it's never going to be finished because more and more photos are going to be added to it, so it's never ever going to be done. But yeah, sometimes I will take portrait photos specifically to go in these pockets, and other times I'll print off a, you know, like do a square or a small photo just to go and mount them on a card, which I think looks just as nice. And I've got the same kind of thing going on there, which I really like. I just have to show you this photo because look at that little smiley piggy face. It's a smiley piggy. So this two-page spread is kind of a mix of all the bunnies doing various cheeky rabbit things that they do. Quite a few there of my Luna Petunia. And again, I've just got the some square photos backed onto. I really like the 3x4 gridded cards because they're white. They're kind of, you can put them on any layout and not worry about whether it coordinates or anything. So yeah, I do like using white cards. How cheeky are my rabbits? That's a baby gate with cardboard over it, because baby gate they got through. We've abandoned the baby gate altogether now, but yes, cheeky rabbits. So yeah, Oh, my little old girl just chilling out under the table. Look at those 3 Brims. So yeah, this is this here is a 6x4 Project Life card, and I just stuck that one in the middle of it. All 3 of them, trying to get in the world's smallest cardboard box there. Yeah, just how cheeky is that? Very, very cheeky she is. But she's beautiful. So yeah, just a smaller portrait one there, and again another square one mounted onto a 6x4 6x4 card. Sometimes I do take the photos in a square format if I've Instagrammed it or something, so it's kind of nice just to do that. I love this spread. This was our wedding anniversary, and we just had a really relaxed time, which I think you can kind of tell from the photos. Sometimes I use Photoshop to put letters, to put writing on the photos if I'm printing it off for Project Life. But I believe these ones I used the, I can't remember if I used the Little Moments app or whether I used Rona Designs. But there are quite a few apps out there for your phone that you can use for putting text on your photos, which I really, really like doing. I like this one, how we're just kind of, it was almost a selfie that had gone awry, if you know what I mean. And we were just having fun. John and I actually swapped coats. He's wearing mine and I'm wearing his because I forgot to take my big coat with me, and it was November and it was freezing cold and I was really, really cold. And so John was like, well, I'm actually quite warm, I'll swap coats with you. So yeah, we swapped coats and we were just having a bit of a laugh around. And I really like this kind of like the more natural kind of unplanned photos. I think it really, really works. Like that was the planned one, which is nice and everything. Don't get me wrong, I do like it, but I like this one more, the natural one. I think it's great. And yeah, as I said, kind of like, not all photos have to be your face. Like there's our feet and we drew a heart, and I know, aren't we so goofy? But yeah, I really, really like that one. And then that's us kind of looking downwards on the camera. So looking downwards on the camera, which then made the sky white, which was really, really good for putting text on the photo. So I love that. On this page, there's this frame that I can't remember which collection it's from now, Project Life, and I just put a square photo in it, which I love. I just love that photo of me and Bay, and I really love how it looks in that frame. I think it's just perfect. So yeah, some more bunnies. Got lots of bunny shots, and most of my photos are taken with my iPhone. I don't bother these days getting my SLR out, I have to admit. Look at the cuddles with her dad. And there's Luna on a rainy day looking out at the garden, and Florence looking out at the garden, just chillaxing. We went back to Harry Potter Studios. We went when did we go? 2012 we first went, and then we went back again in November. John had a week off work and we did various day trips and things while he had a week off. So this was the day after our wedding anniversary. We went back to the Harry Potter Studios, and it was all Christmas themed, and they'd got some new elements, which was really, really cool. This is actually a photograph of a quote that they have on the wall in there, which I really, really like. So I photographed it and then printed it out, and I absolutely love it. That was a photo that we had of both of us on the green screen, which is really, really cool. Love it. And yeah, just some like, there's the outdoor, what the studio looks like from the outside, and it's just us having fun. I took loads and loads of photos, which we've stored on the computer, but these are kind of like the summary of the day, because I took loads and loads of pictures of the scenes and stuff, but I haven't printed them all out to put in here or anything. So got a few of my favourites, like the Weasley's house, the Great Hall, Dumbledore's office. I've got the potions lab, potions dungeon, and the Gryffindor common room. John having a butterbeer ice cream. So yeah, this is just kind of like a summary page of the trip. On to Christmas. Couple of my favourite spreads. Yeah, love it. So this was us choosing our Christmas tree. Love choosing the Christmas tree. Then just a Christmas tree card. Christmas tree all decorated up, just looks, love it. And our front room with the Christmas tree in it. When John put in some decorations on, I can't remember if this was a staged photo now. I think it was natural. The day we bought the Christmas tree, when it was all netted up, we stopped on the way home and took a photo. The rabbits and guinea pigs, they were put in Photoshop afterwards. Don't worry. We did not take them with us. We Photoshopped them in. This entire photo here, this entire thing is made up of about 4 photos that I put together in Photoshop. Because I'm pretty good at Photoshop. I'm blowing my own horn, but I'm pretty good at Photoshop, as you guys probably know already. So yeah, we've got our Christmas jumpers on. Got some fairy lights on in the van. This is our split screen camper van. And then we've got the girls. Yeah, all in there together. And then we've just got a few more from Christmas. Little Florence under the Christmas tree. Bay with her elf toy. The piggies with their decorations. One of my nibbles under her tree. This one, got little Florence's under there again. I happened to come downstairs and caught Father Christmas under the Christmas tree. And yeah, I took that photo with the Catch Santa app. Yeah, so she was fast asleep and didn't even notice that Father Christmas was putting her presents under the tree, bless her. No, this wasn't Christmas Day, because Christmas Day we had John's family round. This must be Boxing Day, but John still does have his Christmas hat on. So yeah, I think this is Boxing Day. My Luna Petunia under the tree. Okay, so what I wanted to show you on this spread is, like, sometimes with things like programs and tickets, I will photograph them rather than pasting them in so that you can... you've got them forever. I do still have the tickets and the program. I do still have them. The leaflet is in one of my and the leaflet and the ticket are in one of my journals. But I photographed them to add to the Project Life album. I'll show you that. Yeah, this one I added a couple of little embellishments because they came with. This was the. We had a snow day, which is really, really rare for where we live. Don't very often get a snow day. This is the Heidi Swap Winter collection. And in it she has some die cuts. And so this is probably one of the rare times where I've actually added some embellishments and things. I just added a snowflake there and a snowflake there. But yeah, it is quite rare for me to do any further embellishments. You've seen a lot of these photos because I shared, this is from our holiday in February, and I shared quite a lot of them on Instagram, and I also did a video about Dory the Explorer, my traveller's notebook, so you have seen quite a lot of these photos. They just make me so ridiculously happy. I had an amazing holiday, and I just love looking back at these photos. Just like little snippets, like we were sat after doing some walking, we sat and John brought out his hobnobs and it was just a really relaxing time. And so this photo kind of symbolises like a moment, like how I felt rather than like what we were doing. So yeah. And again, same sort of thing. These photos of like got my wellies on, got my traveller's notebook, some painting, the traveller's notebook and the scenery. Again, it just kind of, it's more about recording the feeling and the moment rather than what we're actually doing. But yeah, love our holiday photos. Got more of them. I was struggling to I've got so many photos that I was struggling to put in. So some photos I cut in two, some of the 6x4s I cut in two and put them over the two pages, and it works quite well. I do like it, and I've just got like I did a lot of journaling about this holiday in my journal, so I thought I would just use this as like a summary for the week, and then kind of like refer to my journal for more information. This is again more from the holiday, and another example of cutting the photo in two. Works a lot better with a landscape than it does people, but as I said to you, I'd kind of run out of space, and so I really wanted to put those in. But yeah, love that. And just capturing little elements like, you know, a seaside shop on the beach, John journaling, the rain against the windscreen, his and hers tea that we had at the Beach Hut Cafe because it was chucking it down with rain, just capturing those like elements and things. And again, using those apps. These were done in apps to put the text on the photos. Love this photo. We had just come back from holiday and it was box packing time, and John was tired and he just kind of sat down and fell asleep. But also, look how fast asleep my bunnies are. And I have no idea that I took that, and I absolutely love this photo. This isn't finished at all. It's kind of finished in terms of all the pages are corner rounded, but I haven't written anything at all. So it sort of looks a little bit bare because there's no writing. But yeah, just kind of showing you how another spread kind of looks. And again, more of those feet shots. We do like feet shots. Not that we have a foot fetish. Cup of tea and some wellies just kind of represents the vibe. For me, Project Life is about capturing some like little elements around the house as well as the big things like the holidays. And this is really funny. So I did a 2 photo for this. So this is like a pulled away version. John was just sweeping up, cleaning out the rabbits and everything. And Luna decided to jump on top of a box to keep out of the way of her dad who was sweeping. So I did that kind of like a pulled back so that you could kind of get an impression of what was going on. And then this one I did a close-up of Luna on top of the box because I thought it was cute. I also wanted to briefly touch on, there's a spread in here which I haven't shown you. Basically for John's mum's Christmas present, we, the kids and partners, all went to have a professional photo shoot done and gave her some photos for, she didn't actually get them till this year. And I used a spread. We had some 6x4s done and stuff, so I did a spread of all of our photos. We had group shots and individual shots, which I did there. So we had them as 6x4. We also bought a larger, well actually John's mum bought it for us, a larger photo of the group. Now, John and I don't actually have any photos up in the house at the moment, and we're not sure if we're going to. But what we thought we would do is I bought one of these. I got these in the shop again actually. These are like, you know, you can, they're hole punched in. They're really, really thick plastic and they're envelopes. So we've just kind of put this in the back here to store the large photo in, so that we know where it is, it's in the right timeline, it's not kicking around the house anywhere, it's all together with our photos until we decide if and when and where we're going to display it. But it's also, these are really, really good if you want to put programs or children's drawings or anything else in. You've got like a little 6x4 pocket that you could perhaps say what's in there, and then you can just fill this up with memorabilia or ephemera. And there we have it. That was an updated look at my Project Life album. I hope you enjoyed having a sneak peek. I don't know how often I will do these because at the moment I am tending to get my photos printed every couple of months, and as I say, I'll just chip away at it a little bit at a time. So I don't know how often I'll do these videos, but there we go. I hope you enjoyed watching. Bye guys.